Hello, everyone. My name is Betsy Nachman, and I would like to welcome all of you in the hall and on Zoom to the Berkeley Fellowship of Unitarian Universalists. We are part of a religious tradition that began as Unitarianism, a Christian sect in Eastern Europe in the late 1500s. Unitarianism discarded the Trinity of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit that had become core to Christianity, freeing its adherents and exploring a more ancient monotheistic spirituality. As the Enlightenment progressed, with its emphases on science, intellectual pursuits, and humanism, atheists and people of other faiths joined Unitarian congregations. As we joined with the Universalists in 1961, our shared beliefs on free thought, individual dignity, and the rejection of dogmatic creeds, as well as those on social justice and the centrality of love, all became stronger. Our fellowship stands on land that is today called Berkeley, California, located in the unceded territory of the more than 50 Ohlone tribes who lived in this region for over 10,000 years and still do. A territory spanning the present-day cities of Alameda, Albany, Berkeley, El Cerrito, Emeryville, and most of Oakland used to be called Huchun by the Chochenyo-speaking Ohlone, or Leshan people. Strawberry Creek, full of spawning salmon and trout, once connected shell mounds where trading, sacred ceremonies, and burials took place. Before we get started, here are a few housekeeping notes. Please silence your cell phones. If you have any announcements, please write them down and give them to Jeff in the AV corner in the back. And if you would like to write in our Book of Joys and Sorrows, it's over there to your left on that little podium, and your entries will be read shortly. We are happy today to have Reverend Bonnie Dlott back with us. Since retiring after 11 years of ministry with the Napa congregation, Reverend Bonnie had the privilege of serving the UU congregations in Santa Rosa and Petaluma as a contract minister. Reverend Bonnie is a Bay Area native and spends her time communing with nature, cooking, traveling, and playing with her 2 grandbabies. Bonnie will now bring us the opening words.
We have come together this morning as a covenanted people, drawn here by our need for one another and our shared love for the world. In the hour to come, may our hearts open to the experience of music, poetry, and curiosity. Come, let us worship together.
And now we will have our chalice lighting featuring Craig. And please, the people on Zoom, light your own chalice or candles if you wish, while we light our chalice and our red candle for all of us, symbols of our tradition and the spirit that lives within every one of us. Please read with me our unison chalice lighting, which can be found in your order of service. Go. Let love be the spirit of this congregation and service its goal. This is our living covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truths in life, and to help one another. Now our red candle. We light our red candle to mourn Black lives taken by police violence, to proclaim that Black lives matter, and to express our commitment to Black liberation, reparations, and the end of slave capitalism. Now please join the choir in singing Across the Great Divide by Kate Wolf. For a short meditation. To the best of your ability, please allow your body to become comfortable and receptive. I'll sound a chime to start the meditation and ring it a second time at the end of 2 minutes. gravity at work. I find myself wanting to add more to that red candle than Black lives. We need to add immigrant lives. We need to add LaShawn lives. It's not big enough, that candle. Yeah. So on to joys and sorrows. The ritual of joys and sorrows is a time for us to share what is in our hearts this week and to ask for community prayers and support. Jeff, did any of our Zoomers have thoughts to share? Flatline. Jeff had something to share. He said, "Thank you, choir, for such great music." Yay. Joy for the huge turnout yesterday at No Kings. But it is like this, okay? Next one has to be a little more like that. It was like between 8.5 and 9 million, I understand. Thanks to all the BFUU activists who were out in the streets yesterday. Okay. Let's see. Now is the time we say aloud the names of anyone to whom we want to send support and love. Our final ritual involves water and stones. For anything that you wish to bring into our community, but is perhaps too sensitive to speak aloud, you can walk down the center aisle, choose a stone or stones, and immerse them in the water that represents our community. Please rise now and find a place in the aisle if you wish to participate. Well, Hank said he's not up here for a second time, but I'm not sure I believe him. That was 3 rounds of water and stones, at least. We're really communing with rock. Good. Where are we? The meditation. Our meditation song comes from the Buddhist tradition and is found in the order of service. Please join in the singing. 1, 2, 3, and go. May I be safe. May I be well. May I know joy. May I be free. May you be safe. May you be well. May you know joy. May you be free. May they be safe. May they be well. May they know joy. May they be free. May all be safe. May all be well. May all know joy. May all be free. And now for a reading. Bonnie found this and asked me to read it. Thank you, Bonnie. It's quite a lovely piece by Peter Friedrichs. I wish I were like the trees who let their leaves go gracefully without regret, or the tumbling stream that flushes silt to sea, exchanging murkiness for blessed clarity. Or the dandelion, who bows its head to the subtle breeze, unleashing its future without fear or loss. Instead, I drive white-knuckled, defensive, as we were taught, tense and guarded for what may come my way. I keep a death grip on my life. If you asked me for my dying wish, it would not be for 10 more wishes. It would be to let go of wishing anymore. Wishing I'd made different choices and that I hadn't hurt you as I did. And to forgo these old and dusty grudges that I keep like pictures in a shoebox beside my bed. I long to embrace my life with a lover's touch, or as you would an injured wren, precious, tender, true. Instead, regret and fear, twin anchors, hold me fast, close in against the shore. Cast off, I hear them call. From the open, exotic lands my heart yearns for. But the waters in between my here and theirs hold unknown hazards, unlike this dark, familiar port. This day, a prayer to ease my grip on what once was or what is meant to be, that I may find myself content to drift and float upon life's boundless sea.
There are some parts of aging that are really great. I love being mostly retired. I have a lot of time to do whatever I want. I love being available to my grandchildren, who are nearly 2 years old and are the cutest babies in the world. Growing older has mostly felt like a privilege to me, considering the alternative. But as the years pile up, I find myself doing some gentle life review. In addition to reliving some of those glory days, I've also revisited some of the less healthy choices I've made and the many, many losses. Friends who were once close have drifted away. Family members have died, and so many things that were once familiar are now gone or unrecognizable. My favorite childhood camping spot has been wiped off the map, and my family home is gone. I no longer have the satisfaction of serving a congregation regularly. And I sometimes wonder what my life would have been like if I had just worked a little harder and gotten a little more sleep. In addition, I hate that the social and political climate has become so cruel and crude recently. I have a lot of feelings about all these things, but what can I do? I can't turn back and undo the things I've done or the things that were done to me, nor do I have any control over the way things change over time. None of us do. We are all perched on that great divide that we just sung about, that forever separates the past from the future. And yet, perhaps there are things that we could do, ways we could cope with those feelings of sadness and pain about the past. I'm not an expert or a psychologist, but I have thought a lot about that, and I've found a few strategies that have helped me. And I need to say first, before I talk about these strategies, that if you suffer from clinical depression or anxiety or some other significant mental health issue, these strategies will probably not be very helpful without some professional support. So the first strategy that's helped me is acknowledging negative feelings when they come up. And this has a lot to do with our bodies. Our bodies are ancient and wise, and they have a wired-in strategy for dealing with anything that threatens our well-being. A load of hormones floods through us, including cortisol and adrenaline, and these are designed to feel unpleasant, so we'll pay attention to whatever is threatening us. They prepare us to fight or flee, to please or to freeze. Psychologist Alice Boyle wrote something that I love, which is that, quote, human emotions are a signaling system. A traffic light isn't useful if it is either permanently red or permanently green. The light is only a useful signal if it changes to give you information. So emotions are just like that. They're designed to come and then go away. If you allow those emotions to naturally work themselves out, that's often the most efficient and effective way of making them go away. So this is really true for me. And I know when I experience a strong emotion, whether it's hurt or rage or regret, I really need some space and time to pull myself together. I try to think of my feelings as a gift from my body, an important message, but once I've received that message, I like to stop feeling so terrible. But it will take time. It just takes time for those hormones to wear off, at least in my case. So how long does it take for emotions to, quote, naturally work themselves out, as she says? And for me, of course, it varies. Unfortunately, and this is another interesting thing, our bodies don't really distinguish between an immediate threat to our life and something that's an annoyance, something that triggers us, like a person who cuts you off in traffic. So in that case, it might take 5 minutes and a little bit of vulgar language. For something more serious, it could be a day, it could be a week, could be longer. You may really rather suppress those feelings, but I promise that just draws it out all the longer. Having said that, of course, some pain doesn't work this way, like grief. The more we love a person, the more painful it is to lose them. Everyone grieves differently, but I've found that still it's helpful to give expression to that grief whenever it comes up. In time, I found that it hurts less, but it doesn't go away, but it becomes more manageable, more a part of my life that I can integrate. So, of course, it's easy for me to stand up here and say, just express your feelings. But it's probably not that simple. There are a lot of reasons why we would rather not feel our feelings or even admit to having those feelings. I certainly don't enjoy strong emotion. They make me feel so out of control, which I hate, and they can hurt. In addition, emotions can feel very scary if we've been taught that they're shameful or caused by weakness or moral failure. Other people who would rather not feel uncomfortable with your pain or sadness or other emotions will say things like, it'll be okay, everything happens for a reason, as if you shouldn't feel, or stop catastrophizing, that's my favorite one, or get over it, it's really not a big deal. But in the end, I've found that it's more effective just to let them all out. Forget about what they're saying. Find a safe space where you won't bother everyone. My preferred method is hysterical crying, followed by breaking things. There's places you can go and break things. You can go to these warehouses and you can put on goggles and you can break stuff. It's amazing. It's great. Yeah. If I can't convince you that expressing your emotions is healthy, normal, and even courageous, here is a more practical appeal. It's really the best way to get rid of them, if you're interested in that. If talking about your feelings is uncomfortable, another effective way to access them, kind of surprisingly for some people, is through the arts. I love poetry and dance and music, and I find as I'm listening to it or watching it, sometimes I can access and express strong feelings that I wasn't even aware of. Has anyone here gone to a museum and sat down and found that they were crying in front of something? It's happened to me. Or listening to music, more common probably. So if you are an artist, you probably know what I'm talking about. If a certain piece of music always makes you feel sad, or if a painting touches you deeply, you may have tapped into a feeling that you haven't been able to acknowledge. Spending time in nature is my main way to get to my feelings. I know that hiking in a very beautiful place is where I can find myself suddenly getting very emotional. Something about that beauty that helps me to tap into feelings that just words can't. After the strongest of my emotions have played out, I may feel ready to take another coping step, which is to focus on compassion. When I experience regrets about the past, I have to yet again acknowledge that I'm only human. And as a recovering perfectionist, I really hate that. Once again, I have to remind myself that I'm a human being like everyone else, and I deserve compassion. Accepting imperfection in ourselves and in others, perhaps even anticipating it, is not just a practical coping strategy, it's really an essential part of living a healthy, connected, meaningful life. This is a great thing to keep in mind as you reflect on your life. Accepting imperfections in ourselves and in others. Not all sadness is evidence of some kind of mistake or grief. Near the end of our lives, we may look back and realize that we were influenced by others in ways that probably wasn't in our best interest. As young children, we pick up strategies and habits that help us survive in an environment of our family home. If we were lucky, the people who raised us were kind and loving and modeled healthy boundaries. But as I've said, we're all human, including our parents, and that means we all carry childhood baggage, and some of it is significant. We may get a handle on it by learning to recognize it, how it feels when it comes up, the feeling. But in my experience, again, like grief, that doesn't go away. To this day, I struggle with the core belief that I'm not lovable, despite demonstrable evidence to the contrary. Lots of it. I believe, looking back, that this belief resulted from my mother's mental illness, which was not her fault. Undiagnosed depression, very common in my mother's generation, and the casual cruelty of my siblings and classmates, which I think is their fault. So I might have a little work to do still. And I find myself, I think it's easy to look back and say, why did I accept that kind of treatment and behavior? Why did I buy into that when it was clearly not true? And why is it still getting in my way all these years later? Well, for better or for worse, we are wired to soak up those beliefs and values that come from our caregivers and our tribe, including the faith we were raised with. This is why some people are just plagued with feelings of sadness and pain about their childhood religious training. Our brains can't really make informed decisions as children. At that time, our brains are preoccupied with getting our immediate needs met, survival strategy. We don't fully mature till our mid-20s, and even then, we lack the life experience that's needed to make the best choices for ourselves. So I hope as you look back on your lives, if you do, you'll consider this and be extra compassionate to yourself. If you struggle with any kind of sadness about childhood, it can be helpful to very gently explore those tender places. I'm going to suggest an exercise you could do later only if you want to and only if it feels manageable. It's a little bit woo-woo, but it was pretty life-changing for me. Find a quiet place and sit with a photograph of yourself when you were young. Give yourself some time to consider this precious child. Then reassure that child by saying out loud, "This wasn't your fault. You did as good as you could at the time. You didn't know any better. You didn't deserve to be treated like that. There is nothing wrong with you, and you are loved." This experience was so powerful for me when I did it in my 40s that I eventually went to process it with a therapist. My 4-year-old self was so frightened of being rejected. Since then, I have held on tightly to that child, protecting and loving her fiercely. It's so hard to be a growing human, isn't it? We all deserve kindness and love and respect. The final strategy is to seek out different perspectives regarding the past. It's easy to get stuck in one perspective. Again, this ideally involves consulting a trusted friend or partner or therapist because on our own, we tend to hyper-focus on our shortcomings. I had a mentor who was really good at helping me with this, and I may have mentioned this strategy to you before, but I want to mention it again because it's very powerful. After beating myself up about something I'd done or not done or said, she'd say, "Yes, but what else is true?" She was inviting me to remember a bigger perspective, not just focus on the shortcomings. She would just keep asking this question, which helped me to interrupt the brooding that I'm sort of prone to. It is true that I screwed up and said something hurtful, but what else is true? I apologized. What else is true? I made amends. What else is true? In general, I am an excellent friend, kind and helpful. When facing a mistake, failure, or sadness, I hope you will ask yourself, what else is true? And keep asking. Another way to shift your perspective is to try to focus on what your painful emotions indicate about your true values. So imagine if I'd hurt a friend, but I didn't feel bad about it at all. This would indicate that I am cruel and uncaring, which is not true. It's appropriate to feel horrible if you hurt someone you love. It's normal, but it doesn't mean you are horrible. Just the opposite. That regret proves that we are caring, compassionate human beings capable of empathy and the desire to do better. The last perspective shift I want to offer involves acknowledging the gift of love that is reflected in grief about our past. To miss something is to have had it once. I miss so many things. My parents, who were just the best, the expansiveness of my young adulthood, when anything seemed possible, my sweet, adorable children who had the nerve to grow up and move away, my time serving congregations, which was easily the happiest and most satisfying time in my professional life, and I miss the many friends who have passed on, and there are more every year. It's a lot. I loved all those times, and I loved all those people, and I was so lucky to have them. My grief is proof of their preciousness. I'll always miss them and the things that I have cherished, that have changed. But what else is true? What else is true? I'll treasure those memories forever. What else is true? I now have grandchildren, and I get to come and see you every now and then. What else is true? We have no idea what's going to happen in the time we have left. What else is true? There's going to be a midterm election this year. There could be so much more ahead of us, new people to love, new opportunities for growth and learning, and yes, maybe a different administration. Let's remember that we can also look forward in addition to looking back. Nothing can be done about the past except to make peace with it and let it go. We all have to do that when our time comes. This doesn't mean forgetting, but maybe we can just let it be. I've made mistakes, and mostly I've learned from them. Some things are just sad, and they always will be. We don't forget the people we've lost, but we can let them rest in peace. After I'm gone, I dearly hope my loved ones will celebrate the love we shared and the laughs we had. I don't want them spending 1 minute, well, maybe 1 minute, regretting something that wasn't perfect between us. I hope I've convinced you today that regret, grief, and sadness about the past are normal, they're healthy, they're caused by being alive. If you're struggling with these things, remember all the ways you are connected by the love and laughter and friendships you have enjoyed in your life, perhaps some of it right here in this building. And when the time comes to let it all go, may we do it with compassion and with grace. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Bonnie, for so kindly sharing your personal crucibles, your personal experiences. That's kindness itself. Now is the time when we share our financial responsibility to the community. Our shared plate partner for March is Healthy Black Families. Healthy Black Families was founded in 2013 by Vicki Alexander, MD, MPH. Black Families works at the intersection of public health, community empowerment, and cultural connection. Their programs are shaped by the voices, histories, and lived experiences of Black families, and grounded in trust, cultural pride, and mutual care. They bring our mission to life through 3 core areas of work: community support and direct services, culturally rooted programs, and collective action and policy change. As the basket is passed around, Tom Rudderow will sing one of his original songs for us. Here we go.
Feel we've had enough, just need someone to share our stuff and let go some of the pain. And when we find we have begun to return to where we started from, the sorrow in our hearts overcome, free from illusory chains. Give my heart to you, all I want to do is take your hand and be with can't remove all the pain from you. Maybe together we'll share a simple smile. I felt alone as you now do. The hurt's so great, no light gets through. You were there for me, now I for you. The pain much less when shared by two. No greater love than this. Without you, God's love I'll miss. Together we're all in bliss. Oh, I feel your pain, I hear you weep. I see you whimpering in your sleep. No need alone for you to keep such sadness deep in your heart. I'm here by your side to lend a hand, a shoulder to cry, an arm to help stand, soften the fall for you when you land. I'm here when dreams fall apart. Give my heart to you. All I want to do is take your hand and be with you a while. I know I can't remove all the pain from you. Maybe together we'll share a simple smile. I'm going home to be with the Father, going home before this life is done, home to merge with the Mother, return this prodigal one. I can't go without sister, brother. I cannot go home alone, can't go till I see another's joy and pain as my own. I give my heart to you. All I want to do is take your hand and be with you a while. I know I can't remove all the pain from you. Maybe together we'll share a simple smile. Maybe together we'll make it all worthwhile.
Let us dedicate our offerings to the work of this fellowship, which is creating beloved community within and beyond these walls. We dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings. Now please join the choir in singing Hard Times by Stephen Foster.
We're trying a banjo, that's the problem here. Actually, I'm going to have to choose. Okay.
And Tom, thank you for your song. What a peach. Are there any folks here today who are new to BFU, who would like to introduce themselves briefly?
Hi, I'm Pollyanna. It's really been great to be here. Appreciate your spirit and your kindness and compassion that's being poured out. And I actually live in Marin County, and I love this space. I do a pretty regular event called Song Medicine, where it's a lot of my own original songs, but it's also a lot of opportunities for the audience to sing. It's very uplifting and nourishing. And so that's happening on April 25th. If anybody's interested. Oh, here. Yeah, here.
Hi, my name is Jules. I just moved to Berkeley. I've been out of the country for almost 25 years.
Oh, my goodness.
And thank you. It's an interesting time to come back. I've had a lot of people asking me why I'm doing this reverse immigration, but I've never felt a need more to stand up and be counted. So
Thank you.
It's wonderful to be here, really, and beautiful congregation. I'm inspired by the activation that seems to be such a core of your work in the community, and I'm just a few blocks away. I look forward to getting to know you. So thank you. Ireland.
Oh, my. Welcome, Pollyanna and Jules. Pollyanna and Jules. Jules. Wonderful. I don't know if you know that Pollyanna sang our way through the dedication. Thank you for that, Pollyanna. And Jules, thank you for coming back and offering your blood, sweat, and tears to this crusade we're in the middle of. And I want to thank you all, of course, who are with us today in silence or with words, in person or in spirits. Jeff, can you please tell us who came to the Zoom room today? Oh, never mind. Jeff is here to give us our announcements.
Hi, everybody. Let's see. Number one, Pollyanna jumped the gun. I was also going to talk about Pollyanna. So Pollyanna Butch, which you've already met, thank you, Pollyanna. She'll be here the end of April, the 25th. So in this space at 7:30, if you want to come and experience that, I hope you can make it. And she'll be with several other musicians. So if you want, you could talk with her, and she'll tell you all their names and stuff like that. So let's see. This is from Glenn Turner. Hi, Glenn. Can you just wave your arms? Awesome. She says, I have a petition here to the Berkeley City Council for East Bay Public Bank to use for city funds to use for local needs. Also from Glenn, next Saturday at the Starry Plow from 2 to 4, Marjorie Michaels and Glenn Turner will be representing the Green Party. They are Green Party candidates. They'll speak on their campaigns for office. So hopefully you can attend that. Yes. And Henry is here somewhere. Henry, can you just wave your hand so I can see you? He's here somewhere. He's hiding. He'll be back. He's a poet and an artist. So if you want to check out his work that he has, some of you are in his pictures. And if you want to see if you're one of those, go talk to him and he'll show you what he's done. And let's see, I have Tom. Oh, Tom's going to come and say a few words. Tom Luce. Great, thank you.
Wow. Tom Rudderow, the song to everybody else, wonderful. It's been a very inspiring invocation, meditation, inspiration today. I've been inspired. And I've got good news for you. Going on 2 years last fall, this congregation wholly voted to become an apartheid congregation. And so I was one of the leaders, and I've been so busy I haven't been able to do much to get this moving. But today I'm going to recite with you, if you have memorized them, the pledge. But we are part of this good movement, 1,500 congregations around the world who are now apartheid congregations. What did I say? Apartheid free. No, apartheid. Well, you got the point. You got the point, everybody now. We affirm our commitment to freedom, justice, and equality for the Palestinian people and all people. We oppose all forms of racism, bigotry, discrimination, and oppression. And we declare ourselves an apartheid-free community, and to that end, we pledge to join others in working to end all support to Israel's apartheid regime, settler colonialism, and military occupation. Thank you. Congratulations, BFUU.
Thank you, Tom. And one more. Tomorrow evening, how many people are free tomorrow evening? Awesome. We got a few of us. Great. Tomorrow evening, if you get hungry around evening time, you might want to show up. It's called the East Bay Community Dinner. Hank's group and BFU are sponsoring it. It's for activists, friends, neighbors, everyone. It's a potluck, and bring whatever you want. It's sponsored by the Humanist Mutual Aid Network and BFUU. And so if you want to get to know the other activists in this group and get connected with them, it's a great time for that. It's the goal, I believe, Hank, correct me if I'm wrong, but the goal, I believe, is to create community among the activists in Berkeley. Is that right?
Yeah, we're also going to have the kids over there are invited over, and they get pizza. We're going to have 10 pizzas, and we're going to have music by the Funky Nixons.
So you got the Funky Nixons, you got 10 pizzas, so come with an appetite. The kids get the pizza. I don't know. Someone's going to get the pizza. And so come and have a lot of fun. Thanks.
6:30.
I was in the middle of my thanks when I got interrupted by announcements. Anyway, we want to gratefully acknowledge everyone who worked very hard on this service. Each of our Sundays is a collaborative labor of love. Thank you to all. It would be good to name everybody, but someone would invariably be left out, and that wouldn't feel so good.
And the people on Zoom who don't want to be left out, they are Ben Birch, Jean Lieber, Marge Turngren, Mark Benson, and Simone. Thanks.
And to our newcomers, we were not all instructed in our sleep to wave off to our right. There is a camera back there. Okay. Please check your order of service or email newsletter for further announcements. If you're not yet on our mailing list, you can go to bfuu.org to sign up, or you could contact me at the end of the service. Next week, we will have Darlene Pagano from the Alameda UU congregation talking on universalism, perhaps our better half. She says, and this is a quote, "I have noticed the widespread use of the term Unitarian, or UU, as the preferred abbreviations of our 10-syllable vowel-heavy name of Unitarian Universalism. With either shortening, Universalist goes unnamed. The joyful, activist, open-minded, welcoming religious choice of universalism by the working, artisan, and agrarian classes gets short shrift. My left-forward political sensibilities mutter, always the intellectual, upper-class New England Unitarians getting mentioned and claimed, rarely the Universalists. Why might that be? Yes, I know the names are alphabetical, and Unitarian comes barely before Universalism, but still, even within our own religious movement, how much is fully understood and appreciated about our second U? Next Sunday's homily is given in hopes that this other sibling gets to shine as well as it deserves. Now we will extinguish our candles. Craig, thank you. Please read with us the words in your order of service. Or on the screen. We extinguish the flame of this chalice, but not the warmth of love, the light of truth, or the energy of service. These we carry in our hearts until we meet again. Thank you for joining us today. After the service, you're welcome to stay for lunch. The food is good and the natives are friendly. Now for our final circle. Please form a circle around the chairs and join in singing Circle Round for Freedom. After
doesn't do anything, so you must raise your voice and you must speak out for your right.
If you are not a feminist, male or female, you are looking at the world with one eye open. You need to open both eyes and see the whole world to solve almost any problem.
Activism works, so I'm telling you to act. We are being betrayed by those in power, and they are failing us. But we will not back down. And if you feel threatened by that, then I have some very bad news for you. We will not be silent, because we are the change, and change is coming whether you like it or not.
Let us go forward this week and be strong together. Amen.